Hi, this is DL. Welcome to episode 16 of Awareness of Thinking. So today we are going to talk about Biderman's chart of coercion. This is a tool that was developed to help explain the methods used to break the will or brainwash a prisoner of war. However, it has obvious implications to other forms of abuse, such as domestic or narcissistic abuse, among others, and to the cultivation of awareness. So I thought I would share some of the points with you, or actually all of the points with you. Number one, isolation. So basically, it's being kept separate from any kind of social support. You are meant to feel alone, isolated, and therefore dependent upon the abuser for everything. Every little need. We see examples of this, whether intentional or not, in social distancing measures, quarantines and lockdowns, plus the inability to hug or have physical contact with friends and loved ones. Number two, control or distortion of perceptions. So, gosh, I've been talking about this right along, and this is a really key piece to our awareness of thinking. It's basically the control of information. The abuser is able to fixate one's attention by first making sure that channels of communication are controlled, aka not being able to socialize, and then by feeding those channels, in the case of media, with the fear-based narrative of choice. Any channels of information that counter that narrative are attacked through propaganda or completely eliminated through censorship. Means of communication are carefully restricted and or monitored, and campaigns are launched when threats to the narrative begin to permeate the carefully constructed perceptual bubbles. Another aspect of this is to carefully divide those who follow different ideologies so that no learning or growth or exchange can happen between camps. Number three, humiliation or degradation. The abuser takes measures to weaken the mental and physical well-being of the target, making it harder and harder to resist. One feels powerless, exhausted, and stuck. Whether intentional or not, we could say that lockdowns that restricted outdoor exercising and normal socializing, as well as one's time through curfews, likely had this effect on human psychology. Number four, threats. In order to create high anxiety and despair that follows, an abuser may threaten the victim bodily or with loss of freedoms for non-compliance. There is an implication that one's normal life will be in danger if certain rules or measures are not adhered to. This is often enough to garner the compliance. Number five, demonstrating omnipotence or superiority or power. The abuser is the expert, the authoritative voice. There is no room for debate. The abuser might even deploy actual weapons against the victim. While there are many obvious examples today, my mind goes to the DAPL protests from the pipeline in the United States a few years back. This was a blatant example of force being used against peaceful but disobedient protesters. Number six, enforcing trivial demands. Regardless of whether or not something makes sense or has value, one is expected to meet these ludicrous demands. These may even contradict one another and therefore be unachievable. It's like shooting at the feet so that the victim will dance. Some would argue it's like wearing a mask while driving in the car alone. Often those in control can do what they like, so this is just another show of power. Number seven, exhaustion. This is the consistent and repetitive toll on the psychology, keeping one in a state of constant fear and making one feel that they must be ready to jump when the abuser shouts, "Jump." Mental confusion is cultivated. You never know what's coming. So many new rules, so many new hoops, and the constant bombardment of the idea of danger and fear. Number 8, occasional indulgences. So this provides the victim with a small dose of positive motivation for conforming. Those who don't comply get to look on and feel deflated. The compliant one's self-esteem is boosted with little rewards, attention, perhaps monetary reward. Donuts, get your donuts, lottery tickets, ice cream. You get the idea. So take a look at how these 8 points may be showing up in your life, whether you find yourself bringing them on to others, which may be the case, or you yourself are being manipulated by them. I hope they lead you to some interesting insights and a deeper awareness of self. If you would please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. And this might be about meditation, yoga, or the awareness of thinking. Leave me a note about how you see these manifesting in life, and be sure to share this video with someone who you feel it would benefit. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.